Halfway to happy hour, my friends, and I hope you're doing well on the last day of February. We are back in studio. It is the second hour of the Michael Garfield program. We are glad to have you here, and if you have not followed us on Facebook yet, we're about ready to talk to a man who did nothing but blog all this past weekend. And another new thing we have a Twitter page, but we just launched the 950's YouTube channel. I mean, people, what else can we do? So much so that even James here is in here in studio, and he is shooting live video. James, now we're going to talk about the Oscars over here. Do you have the correct lighting and the audio? Ready?
Yeah, I was going to see if we can get the backlight up a little more.
If this is nominated, I guess this would be a documentary of the best hair and the fastest talking man on radio. It will be in the 2012 Oscars. And that's something I want to know if our program director, Ramon Robles, is going to sit through. Because, Ramon, you have accomplished a feat that I have to give you some on-air dap. Can you tell our listeners what in the world you did? And I want to know why you did this.
Well, what I did was this past Saturday, I got to AMC 30 down at Beltway 8 and 45 South to watch the Best Picture nominated movies back-to-back. 10 of them. Started at 10 a.m. Saturday morning. I got out of there at about 9:30 Sunday morning. So we watched all 10 of those movies back to back.
Back to back. Yeah, it's been 2 years since the Academy has gone from 5 films nominated to 10 films. Like, yep. I guess they wanted to throw them on the slump. This is the second time you've done it, but you did it when it was only 5, right?
Right. And going through 5, you think, man, that's tough. Mm-hmm. And then when they go to 10, you think, wow, would they show all 10 back to back? And sure enough, they did. And so I had to jump on that.
10 films. Did you see any of them throughout the given year?
Yeah, the only one I saw was Inception, which ended up being a great strategy because that movie started at 2 a.m. on Sunday morning. So when that movie started, I went ahead and took up 3 or 4 seats and tried to get a nap in, which ended up not working because that movie is so loud, so many action sequences that if you try to fall asleep, you would just be woken up by the noise anyway.
This is amazing because I don't even know what I would. I mean, first of all, if I had to do this, I'd have to take half a bottle of my ADHD meds just to sit through that thing. If anybody, we're doing a little post Monday morning quarterback of the Oscars at 713-212-5950. It's nice because you appreciate pop culture,
yep,
and TV and film. So you wanted to do this, I guess, so you can determine. Let's see if the Academy has got their stuff together from a layperson. So you walked. What time did this entire 10-hour ordeal, 10-movie ordeal start? And what time did you get out?
Yeah, it started at 10 a.m. I got there about 9:30 because, believe it or not, I was afraid that I wasn't going to get a good seat.
Oh, come on!
I thought, oh my God, it sucks if you get a bad seat for one movie. Imagine getting a bad seat for 2 movies, for 10 movies.
For 10 movies.
So I got there at 9:30. I got out of there at 9:30. 24 hours later.
How much did this thing cost?
$51 with the $1 service fee.
Which is $5 a movie.
Yeah, not too bad.
Not at all.
And I've only seen Inception, so it was well worth it. Now some of them are already out on DVD. I could have seen, but I hadn't. And they threw in a $20 gift card for concessions.
I like that. So you netted out about $31 because they gave you $20. But did you live on Junior Mints?
I did.
Did you live on Twizzlers and popcorn for these hours?
Yeah, I've been watching my weight lately. I go to a nutritionist every week, and this week when I come to her, it's going to be it's going to be like a confessional. Forgive me, nutritionist, for I ate popcorn, Junior Mints, 2 large Cokes, 2 hot dogs, nachos, and Sour Patch Kids.
So you hit the over on the $20.
Yeah,
actually,
hit the way over.
You probably hit the over after the first Thin Mint, first Junior Mint, and a popcorn, knowing the cost of that.
Yeah.
We just got an email from New Orleans. Guess who just shot us a note?
Perry.
What's up, Perry? Perry says they did this in New Orleans. They only charge $35 for the movies, and you get a large shrink of popcorn with free refills.
Wow,
dude!
But the trade-off there is you got to be in New Orleans.
Oh, sorry about that. Oh,
just kidding, Perry. I love you.
Ramon Robles, he's joining us. He's a program director. He went through this ordeal. How many total hours did you spend in that movie theater?
24 hours.
24 hours. Okay, you came home, showered. Did you get any sleep before you actually
watched
the telecast?
Well, here was the dilemma. If I wanted to get some sleep before, I would run the risk of not being able to fall asleep afterwards and then not get up here to work on time because you couldn't fall back to sleep. I took about a 2-hour nap, got up around noon, and stayed up, but watched the telecast, went to sleep at about 11.
Okay, so you know what? I think the telecast alone almost put me to sleep.
It was pretty bad.
Other than watching Anne Hathaway, who I think she's
I love Anne Hathaway. She did great.
She smoked. I mean, she had like 18 different changes. Speaking of smoking, James Franco, I think he was like doing the thing. Do you agree? Quickly, here's the scorecard. The King's Speech pretty much was the king of the night.
Yep.
The King's Speech was the last movie shown Sunday morning. What were your thoughts on that?
That started at 7 a.m. Sunday, the last movie, and you know that something like that has to be good. Otherwise, you're just going to fall asleep or walk out.
That's it. You're gonzo.
And it started at about 7:15. I watched the whole thing, and I was totally thrilled with it. Great acting. Jeffrey Rush can act a little bit. And, yeah, it was a great movie. It deserved it. I'm glad Black Swan didn't win, because that movie was just artsy for artsy's sake. Inception, I think, was the most groundbreaking movie. Just what a great idea, original concept, original film. You know, the kids are all right. I know it's a bleeding heart liberal movie about two gay women who are trying to raise a family. I liked it, though. I thought it was well acted, well done. It's a movie, people. That could have won, too.
But, okay, let's talk about the actress Natalie Portman. Good call on Black Swan?
She was a great actress in that movie.
And that's why you vote. Great actress.
Right.
Yeah.
Regardless of the movie itself. Yeah, she was good. I liked Amy Adams in The Fighter. I think that was supporting actress.
It was. And she lost to the F-bombing Melissa Leo.
She was good, too. I didn't realize that in real life she was as attractive as she is. Because in the movie,
she was nappy looking.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, she was. And she did well. And, of course, Christian Bale, I called that one. He was in The Fighter, too.
People say that was the biggest no-brainer of all the major ones, how he just knocked it out of the park.
Just phenomenal. You forget that guy is Australian.
Yeah.
And it just, oh, my God, he knocked it. He lost 100 pounds or whatever for that role. Just a phenomenal
You forget he's Batman, too.
Yeah.
And I hope nobody moved some lights around, because
that's right.
Like that. And then Colin Firth. I like that cat. He's
yeah, I mean, he just knocked it out. I think... what's his name from The Kids Are All Right, who was nominated? Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo, right.
He deserved it, too. He was really good. But Colin Firth, I think, deserved it.
I wanted to go with Tom Hanks for the voice of Woody. Again, I only saw two. I saw Toy Story 3. I saw The Social Network. Those are the only two of the
I'm going to admit something just to you, Garf.
Okay. But God knows no one's listening.
When Toy Story 3 ended, somebody must have started cutting up onions. That's all I want to say about that. I mean, that movie...
Let me help you out. As I told you, I've seen two movies. I took two of my kids, my two youngest kids, to Toy Story 3 when it came out. I think it was last summer. I had one of these media previews over there. And I don't even know if I saw Toy Story 1 or 2. I knew the premise, okay? I'm telling you what, there was onions in my theater, too. It was like, wow, lump in the throat. It was really moving.
Yeah.
And actually, I glanced over to my then 13-year-old. It affected kids. It was a great, great story. I mean, it's amazing even how animation now moves you, hence the movies. Now, we're going to do this for the Grammys and the Emmys. Non-stop TV and radio, man.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do it with music. That would put me to sleep. But movies, I'd do it again. It's a great idea. I think next year we should do a 950 thing.
That would be fun. And I could broadcast my show Outlaw Dave could do his own, because we have the Saturday shows. That would be kind of fun.
Yeah, I think we should do it. We should look into it.
And speaking of which, this is another topic I'm going to get to. Talk about etiquette, okay? You were blogging and making video thing. Did you take off any of these other 43 other people like that? Is it proper etiquette to use a cell phone inside a theater?
Yeah. No, by no means. But you know what's funny, if I may throw this in real quick, towards the end at around 2 a.m., people were starting to sleep in the theater. Pretty empty, so you could take 4 or 5 seats. People were snoring.
What?
So in the middle of the King's Speech, when they're giving this big speech at the end at the beginning of World War II, it is the darkest day for England. you lose some of it.
Oh, man.
I just wanted to throw that in. But yeah, cell phone etiquette. No room for that. There is
a study that just came out, and I will talk about this here on the other side of the break over here, about cell phone etiquette. Do you believe cell phones and smartphone manners are getting worse? And I think they are getting worse.
Yeah.
Because we're always with them. I mean, there's no wired telephones inside of a restaurant or a movie theater, but I'm telling you what, cell phones are everywhere. And so between snoring and cell phones, that's good stuff. Anyway, hey, you made it through, my friend.
I did it.
Congratulations. Siskel, Ebert, and Robles. You're the best.
We need to get a sponsor for next year.